This is Laces or Faces, an NFL podcast from two dudes who follow Adam Schefter on Twitter.
Superb Owl Week.
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Who's so ready for the Super Bowl?
Not me, because who in the world wants to see Tom Brady win another one?
Could you imagine if he wins it? I'm going to be sick to my stomach.
All of the memes with 6 fingers on one hand, and I just want to throw up already.
That just makes me want to die, because that's how many the Steelers have total.
Yeah, you're a Steelers fan. Yeah, I'm a Panthers fan, so, you know, taken down by the Patriots in our first shot, but no hard feelings because they did 28-3 the Falcons.
Right.
But
I'm just saying the best thing that could happen here is that they lose in the Super Bowl back-to-back.
Sure, and I'm going to be clear here. I am a Bill Belichick fan.
I agree, and I respect Tom Brady, but it's just,
exactly.
I'm never going to root for the Patriots.
I just can't root for him anymore. I just can't do it. So, Jared Goff, Sean McVay, you have my support.
Let the kids win.
You have my support. Let the kids play. What did Kanye say?
Yes, that's what he said, right?
Sure, something idiotic, but this is not idiotic. Let the kids win, Belichick.
Exactly.
Let the kids win, Brady.
The kinsmen. So since we don't care much about the Super Bowl at all, I actually texted everybody and canceled my plans once the Patriots were in, but then I had to renege on that and deal with it, but it's fine. My wife, on the other hand, isn't going to watch in protest because of the call.
The call?
And
the call?
Yeah.
We know what it is.
That's what they call it now. And we actually went down to Atlanta last weekend, and we were supposed to go to the Super Bowl, all the festivities, and we couldn't do it because we didn't want to see any Patriot stuff or be reminded of the call. So I will say we did get to see in person the sign that some Saints guy put out a sign about the call. It's like a billboard.
What did it say?
I can't remember, but it was about the call. And it was all written in Saints lettering over the Atlanta skies, which I thought was interesting. But since nobody cares about football, we're going to talk about prop bets.
Prop bets. Yes.
Yes, we pulled some of the most interesting prop bets that are out there on the interwebs.
I love making money, and I love bar talk, and this is perfect bar talk. Prop bets.
This is exactly what that is.
Prop bets is probably one of the most fun aspect of sports that is not talked about.
Right, and I've never done it. I'm too afraid to put money
honestly,
anywhere.
You don't even have to spend money to enjoy prop bets. Prop bets are just
bet a beer.
Like I said, bar talk. It's great.
Yeah.
This is the fun of sports.
All right, well let's go down our list, Casey, and we'll just alternate.
Here we go. I got one for you. How
Yes.
long will it take Gladys Knight to sing the national anthem? And I'm going to be honest with you here. I've done a little bit of research. The average national anthem for the Super Bowl, 120.4 seconds or 2 minutes, 0.04.
Just over 2 minutes.
If my math is correct. How long do you think it's going to take Gladys Knight to sing the national anthem?
Yeah, see, we talked about this a couple episodes back, and I think it's because she's older and she's going to milk it because she's in front of her hometown crowd.
ATL.
It's going to be, I think it'll be over.
Okay, over. I respect that.
Over 105 seconds.
I agree with that. If I had the funds, I would definitely bet the over on that.
Yes. Next prop bet. Will dilly dilly be said during a Bud Light commercial?
Absolutely. It has to.
Yes is -200 and no is 150. So, I think yes.
I think yes.
So does the world.
I don't feel like Bud Light, I don't feel like Anheuser-Busch is going to take the huge risk of a new marketing campaign this year.
Oh, heck no.
No, they normally take at least 6 or 7 years for each campaign. So I feel like Dilly Dilly is going to be around to stay for at least another year or so.
Right. How many years did we have? Wazza!
Right. That was early 2000s.
Yeah.
We're going to be here for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, plus, I still kind of like Dilly Dilly. I'm going to be totally honest.
Dilly Dilly's still nice. Game of Thrones is still coming on in April this year.
That's true. Yeah, you can't pull that out of the last season of Game of Thrones time.
Yeah.
So.
Medieval ale. Wow, what a phrase.
Medieval ale.
Medieval ale Dilly Dilly is still around. So, yeah. I think that's fun.
Booyah.
Okay, another one for you in the Bud Light sphere. How many 30-second Bud Light commercials will feature the Bud Night? The over-under on that is 1.5 for the Super Bowl. What are you thinking?
One and a half commercials. Just like you said, Game of Thrones. Which do you think the Game of Thrones? Do you think they'll put out the new trailer? Like I know it's been released, but will they put it on Sunday night?
Totally a Game of Thrones spot coming in the Super Bowl. It has to. It's the last season, and it comes out in April, 2 months out. There's got to be at least a minute spot.
Could you imagine a cross promotion there where they have John? Is it Jon Snow? I actually just watched 2 episodes today. You did?
Okay, you're the only friend I have that doesn't watch it. Which ones did you watch? We got to talk about this.
Literally 1 and 2, the first 2 episodes.
Forget football. Let's just talk about those first 2 episodes. Holy cow! Did you enjoy them?
They're pretty good. Yeah, they kept me coming back.
Okay,
so
you are 68 hours away from being caught up. So just
give me some time.
Work on that, and in April we will just have a conversation for a week about everything you've seen.
Amen.
Yeah,
but yes, I think Bud Night will be in all of the commercials.
Agreed.
Actually,
it has to. There's no way you don't capitalize on that when Game of Thrones is happening. Not that Game of Thrones is like life changing, but everybody's paying attention right now, and that's the Super Bowl. Okay, you've got one for me. Let's keep going.
Yeah, will Adam Levine be wearing a hat at the start of the halftime show?
Okay, I'm predicting at least 4 pieces of headgear.
Question is, what kind of hat? Flat bill, dad hat, one of those, the Coldplay guitar player hat?
Exactly. So I think we're going to see at least one flat bill. I think we're going to see a postman's cap.
I like it.
Yeah, definitely. No top hats on this performance. Probably a dad cap at the very end when Pharrell walks out, just to kind of have some relevance. And definitely a fedora.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got to be honest. I mean, people in Oklahoma are going to be watching this Super Bowl, so you got to relate.
That's fire.
You got to relate, exactly. So.
On the real though, I don't think he's going to wear a hat.
No, I doubt I'll wear a hat. Probably some very.
He has too good a hair.
Yeah, it's nice hair.
Yeah, he has too good, and he pays too much for that haircut. So no way.
Is everybody's over this?
No,
everybody's
2003 Maroon 5 would Adam Levine would have wore a hat.
Yeah, sure. Everybody's so over this. This is so stupid. Who is Maroon 5? You're just. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm not in the right mindset to discuss this. What songs will be performed? Okay, let's talk about it. Right as I say,
the first one.
Right as I say, I'm not in the right mindset to discuss this. Well, you really have to design your Super Bowl set. I'm not saying that I know anything about it, but it's like a 5-month process to design your Super Bowl set, and Pepsi tries to make you have themes and all this crap. I guess.
Of course,
they're probably going to start with the beginning of the career.
I'm trying to even think. What was their first? What song?
Songs About Jane was the first record,
which was a great record.
Yeah.
This Love is taking its toll on me.
This Love, that's a great.
This Love,
that's a great one.
They should kick off with that.
This Love, that would be a great one. She Will Be Loved. That
what if they threw out the curveball? They start with She Will Be.
She Will Be Loved. Yeah, you're right. That's a slow tempo. That's the third one. She Will Be Loved will be the third one. This Love is probably right up there. They got to save the Moves Like Jagger for the end. That was probably their last
This Love's got
hit.
plus 1,500. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be your number one. That'll be this first song.
For sure. Man.
Next bet, will any of the performers during the halftime show, I'm guessing there could be dancers, there could be, a whole street team of kids that come in and hold up signs. Will any of the performers wear a Colin Kaepernick jersey?
Ooh. Okay. I will be clear here and say that and this statement in no way negates Kaepernick's social stance, but I think that they will not.
I agree. We're
I think
in the South.
Yeah, I think it's been too long since he was in the A+ media spotlight.
Right.
That it just doesn't make quite the same difference now, and that nobody will risk that.
But what kind of statement would it be if he showed up to the Super Bowl? Like if they found him in the crowd, because they're going to do that kind of stuff.
Sure,
They'll search
sure.
the crowd to like give us all kinds of shots of who's there. That would be baller.
It would make headlines for a few days, and then that's that.
Yeah.
But
he's not that kind of guy. It doesn't seem that to be.
I don't think so.
He's not chasing that spotlight. But yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody's going to be wearing a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
I doubt
mainly
it.
Because
if they do, I won't be super surprised, but it's not like a huge statement right now because it's been
right.
How many years since he played? 3?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
A while. Since the league colluded against him, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against him, but he's a little more of a political chess piece right now than he is an actual football icon.
Football player. Yeah.
We don't ever talk about stats when we talk about Kaepernick. We talk about
nope.
left and right,
Amen.
Yeah. Okay, I got one for you.
Yes.
There's been a lot of talk about Maroon 5 and the most epic Super Bowl performance in the history of main sports performances above the sea and below the sea. You know what I'm talking about. It's the best SpongeBob episode ever. There's a lot of talk about Maroon 5 playing the SpongeBob Super Bowl performance song. If SpongeBob does make an appearance, will he kneel and protest?
I would give SpongeBob, who's going to dress up as SpongeBob? Because it can't just be some guy from Disney or Universal Studios. They call him in. I mean, you have to have like a big star. Like did the guy that voiced him also write him, or the voice actor different? Probably different, because the guy that created him died. So
right.
This is Maroon 5 grabbing at straws here to try to bring the halftime show up.
Which I accept wholeheartedly. Please do this.
Yes.
I love that SpongeBob scene.
We could easily see SpongeBob, whoever's in the SpongeBob suit, make a kneeling motion. It might not be like, oh God, he's actually kneeling, but he's just like being crazy and weird. But to see...
He does kneel in the actual scene in the show. And granted, I say this, that's the only SpongeBob scene that I know by heart. But that's because it's such an epic song.
Also, the other question is, will it be CG's SpongeBob, like from that stupid movie, or a guy dressed up in a SpongeBob?
I'll accept either. I'm fine. Yeah. Just give me more SpongeBob and less Maroon 5.
Yeah. Let's keep on rolling down this halftime trail.
Let's do it, because we've got a ways to go. These get a little outlandish, and I'm excited about it.
Will Andre 3000 join Big Boy on stage?
He's got to. It's Atlanta.
Oh, that'd be huge.
On, Andre, show up.
I don't know. Do they have a falling out?
I don't know.
Is there a world star feud between these guys? I don't know.
I hope not, but I really want to see Andre 3000 and Big Boy on stage together. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, that would be dope, but I definitely think Andre 3000 would steal his thunder.
For sure. But this is Atlanta's Super Bowl. Let's do it. We will definitely see Ludacris somewhere. No way that we don't.
Oh, definitely.
He's way too camera hungry.
Yes.
Okay.
He'll be wearing a Kaepernick shirt, though.
You know what? If anyone is going to, it will be Ludacris, and that's not a negative thing to say, but
no, and go for it.
It's a fact.
Okay,
one for you. Will CBS show replay of missed pass interference? I started reading that as a totally different sentence than what it is. Cut. Okay. Will CBS show the replay of missed pass interference calls on the Rams versus New Orleans?
Absolutely, because something's going to happen just like that. Like, there's going to be a weird interference call and be like, well, that reminds me, Jim. I don't know.
They have to. It's the narrative, and there's no way that the refs don't make some weird calls coming out.
Oh, yeah. The storyline goes Tom Brady, referees, then Sean McVay.
Exactly. I don't want to say that I feel bad for the refs, because honestly, they're the most fun punching bag of all time. They really are. And I can say that without any guilt in my heart. But I do feel a little bad for the refs because after the conference championships, we're really just ready to crap on them, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like, it's twofold. It's like we either crap on them or we give more of them full-time jobs as referees.
Sure.
It's like, obviously, this league makes billions of dollars.
Right, and half of these guys are doctors and lawyers 5 days a week.
Right. And then they have to come in and do, like, it's got to be, I mean, they're probably tired by Sunday, let's be honest. And then they got to get back and go to work on Monday or Tuesday.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, next on our list, we've got, will Jim Nantz or Tony Romo say Philly special?
Ooh, Philly special. I'm going to give that to Jim Nantz.
Yes, I'm going to say it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
Probably in a, this looks like a Philly special type of play, or...
easy. That is very easy Nantz material.
Or Tony's going to predict that a Philly special type play would come out.
Romo can predict whatever's going to happen.
That's
no issues there.
Exactly.
Whatsoever. I have loved him as a commentator. Can't wait to have more of Romo.
I just wish his voice was different. And he was more sure of himself when he speaks.
I understand that. Yeah, for sure. I love the enthusiasm. Honestly, and you and I, we share an ESPN Plus account, and
right.
In no way am I supporting ESPN.
Right.
I'm not saying against them, but yeah, they're whatever is sports coverage.
You can use
ESPN,
code LACES.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to do that, but ESPN Plus, you get detail, which
right.
is Peyton Manning breaking down some football plays.
Yeah.
The best sports programming I've seen in a long time. And having that in the booth with some Tony Romo.
I know. Can you
imagine? Two quarterbacks together, just literally showing you what real life Madden is about.
Hey, ESPN, get rid of Jason Witten. 1, because he breaks Pro Bowl trophies, and 2, because Peyton Manning should be up in the booth.
Yeah.
Pay him whatever Peyton wants. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Definitely a good, strong side argument there. But yes. I have another over-under for you.
Yes.
The total times that the old commish, Roger Goodell, will be shown. The over-under right now is 1.5.
I mean, he's going to be shown at the end, so that's 1 right there.
Of course.
So I think
this means during the game, though.
Definitely over.
While the clock is still going.
I think over.
It's got to be over.
Yeah, especially because of his, he said that he talked to some of the Saints players about that call directly afterward, and all of them were like, I didn't get that phone call, so that's the story.
They technically withdrew today. I got that notification from Bleacher Report.
Oh.
The NFL withdrew that fact that they were saying that Goodell said, no, I didn't talk to any players personally.
No, but he said that. He literally said that live on TV.
That. Exactly.
He's a liar. What do you do? Will a play that Tony Romo predicts result in a touchdown?
Absolutely.
I agree.
I'm saying 2. Two out of the 3.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, especially, maybe we'll get a combination here. Like I said, they'll be on the goal line, 2 yards, and he's going to be like, this looks like a Philly, and bingo, bango. You make all the money.
I bet we have a conversion, and he calls both those back to back, and that's the big, even House of Highlights jumps on that on Instagram, and
that's collecting the Tony Romo star and Mario.
Yeah. That's the Monday conversation. Okay. How many times will Giselle be shown? The over right now is 1.5. The under.
Yes. Well, I was reminded about how she complained that one year how people were dropping the balls, and she was like, does my husband have to catch the balls too? So I think she'll definitely be, she'll be shown more than 1.5 times.
Yeah, these over and unders, they're
mathematical.
very, they're very low. Giselle and Roger Goodell are being shown way more than 1, way more than 2 times.
I'm going to say between 3 and 5.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
How many times will Donald Trump tweet on Friday? No, sorry, not on Friday, on February 3rd.
I was hoping you would ask me this. I've actually muted him on Twitter for the past 6 months.
You follow him?
Technically, I do. I did. It's the best part of my month is to hit the mute button.
Right, it's the hollow follow. You just follow to see what nut job insane thing.
Right, and the worst part of my month is being like, what is this puke green diarrhea on my Twitter feed?
Yep.
Oh, it's the president of my country. Sorry.
He's
not trying to get political.
Yeah.
No, I don't follow him. I don't know how much he tweets anymore.
Well, he tweet more than 6 times at the Super Bowl about the Super Bowl.
He tweets a lot every day about a lot of diuretic things. And
right. Well, he congratulated
over under on
Patriots.
6. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll I'm going to say I don't know. Yeah,
I think he tweets under 6 times on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they're going to be very poignant and half racist. Next,
who knows? Can we even predict what's going to be going on politically on February 3rd?
No.
Okay.
Will
next.
they still be working? No.
Okay. In the same vein, which will be higher on Super Bowl weekend? Trump's approval rating. Or the yardage of the longest made field goal. Trump's approval rating is plus 110. And the yardage of the longest made field goal is negative 140. Does that make sense? What is that?
That means that you should definitely vote the yardage of the longest made field goal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're still on bets.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I phrased that totally wrong.
I don't even know what his approval rating is right now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Let me go ahead and Google that while you talk about something. Or don't talk about something.
I'm about to look up the weather.
Let's see. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Do you like football, but you got some other ideas that you'd like to put out there on the internet? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record this thing? Where do I find background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I even find advertisers? How do I end up doing what I'm doing right now? The answers to every one of these questions is really simple. It's Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Trust me, we did it. We actually started on a different service, Libsyn, and then we moved over to Anchor because we were tired of paying money for nothing. It's not worth it. Come do this thing for free and use your phone to record your stinking podcast. Yeah, we use real mics, but you can just call up your friends and record what you want to talk about and put it on the internet. And that's what we're all doing, right? So if you're ready to start your own podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. His approval rating right now is 39.5% from 538, whatever that means. I guess that's a website that controls it. So will the field goal be longer than 39.5? More than likely, that's where his approval rating will be.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
No issues there.
Probably the winning field goal will be 50-yarder. Will be more than whatever his approval rating is going to be.
I hope we have a winning field goal.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. This one,
the weather.
Yes, which ties perfectly in with this one. Will the roof of Mercedes-Benz Stadium be open for kickoff?
Will the butthole of Mercedes-Benz Stadium be open for kickoff? Well, here we are. I'm looking on Super Bowl Sunday, NFL.com. The high, 61 degrees, the low, 48.
I was going to say, it's going to be mild here, so it's going to be nice there.
Wind 6 miles an hour. That feels like open.
Yeah, I think that's probably open.
That feels like open.
I'm going to go with open.
I would go with open. I think so.
Yeah.
Exciting. You heard it here first. We're going to go with open.
The roof's open.
The roof is going to be open. Here we are. Okay, I got one for you.
Yes.
We're talking about the bath.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple weeks ago.
The one bath that happens at every major championship sporting event. The Gatorade bath.
What
Specifically, we're talking about the color. That's right. That's
Yes.
right. That's right. We have combined lime green and yellow because A, I'm colorblind, and B, who can even tell the difference?
That's right. You got to
It's
have
all a
4K
citrusy
TV.
flavor, so we're just going to say citrus color.
Yeah.
And then more intense citrus color, orange.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, we're
Wow.
talking our Arctics. We're talking our chills. We're talking our ices. Red, your cherries, your fruit punches, your bloods. Clear / water. That
G2, I will...
honestly,
no
the
way.
G2s, this may include a few of the Arctics. I
Yeah.
apologize to blue. And then the purples.
There is
Grape? Is there any name to the purple flavors? I don't know the names of
No.
those. Grapes?
there's no way red is going to be poured. That seems too...
For sure.
That's destroying the clothing.
Not happen. Not happen.
Yeah.
I'm putting my money on some really strong orange Gatorade for this Super Bowl.
You know, I said it last time. I think it's going to be the classic lime green, yellow, whatever citrusy color.
I can't fault you. I can't fault you. I don't have the data to stack against you there.
And I guess we're not caring about calories, so no G2 clear water.
Is there a caloric difference between the color of Gatorade?
Well, between G2, which I guess is a little more clearer than I would say a lime green Gatorade. There, yeah.
Big
Who
facts.
knows? Yeah.
Big facts. You heard it here, laces or faces. What's up?
Will any player do the Dirty Bird for a TD celebration? I would love this.
Oh, wow. Yes.
That's a
don't know.
throwback.
If the Saints were playing, I would say yes.
Right.
Absolutely yes. Since they're not, I don't think the Patriots are petty enough.
No,
to
but I
worry about
think
it.
the Rams are fun, young, you know.
The Rams are fun and young, but I feel like they're trying to prove themselves without being petty.
Is it petty or is it celebrating? That's what I want to know.
Doing the Dirty Bird, I feel like I feel like you have to have the rivalry context there.
I guess, but if you're the Rams, I think it's okay. Either of these teams, I think it's okay, but I definitely don't think the Patriots will do it. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, it's going to happen.
You can say yes, I'll say no, and I can see both ways. I can see where you're coming from, but I'll hold on.
Yeah.
No. Okay. All right. Will Tom Brady announce his retirement after the game? I'm really going to let you answer this. This is no. This is a strong no.
Yeah, he already said on ESPN he was not going to do that.
He can't say enough how much he wants to compete as long as he's feeling elite, and Tom Brady's going to feel elite for a long time to come.
And nobody's making him say no.
Sorry, guys. He's around.
Unfortunately.
Gronk will be done at least 2 seasons before Brady's done, and I can say that very confidently.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
No
will the
issues there.
Super Bowl champs, speaking of Donald Trump, what will they be served when they visit the White House?
Chick-fil-A.
Fast food? Any other type of food? Well, the government's back in working, so I don't think it'll be fast food, but how amazing would it be if it was Chick-fil-A?
I'm still calling Chick-fil-A. I don't know.
Also,
Government came back. It was with a 3-week date.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We're a week into it. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm calling Chick-fil-A.
Also, if the Rams win, no way do they go to the
No
White
way
House.
do they go to the White House. No way.
No way.
It doesn't happen. Even still, only like half of the team is going to go for either of these.
Right, and that's true. Unless you're the
What are you gonna
Patriots. Yeah.
Here we are. Okay, one for you. Will Billy McFarland be caught selling counterfeit tickets to the Super Bowl?
He's got. Oh, well, I learned that he's in the same jail as the situation. Both in for fraud.
Oh man,
So,
I miss 2010. What a great year.
Jersey Shore. What a great show. But I think Billy's got some sort of tie outside the prison that he will be selling counterfeit tickets to the Super Bowl. I think he will get caught.
Easy.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So that brings us down to, we're so excited about this old Super Bowl that, Tasty, what's your pick? Who do you think's got it?
Oh man. I honestly, if I was really putting money on it, the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't know how you bet against them if you're actually trying to win money from an unbiased position.
Well,
I want the Rams to win it. I really do. I want them to cement themselves as the Los Angeles NFL team If LA becomes an NFL team, that says a lot for the country as an NFL team. I know that sounds very exaggeratory, but it really does. LA has a lot of swinging power.
Well, I don't remember if this is how it worked last year. It's like if Nick Saban loses in the college football championship, the Patriots win. It's one of those things. And I can't remember what it was, but it's hard to
if he wins, they win.
Yeah. It's hard to go against Belichick in a game like this, but I can't stand them. So, and for my own selfish reasons, I can't let Tom Brady get a 6th ring. So I want the Rams are going to win.
I understand.
So
I'm rooting for the Rams as well. We'll be watching it together.
Yes,
but we can talk about what happens every year, and that is the Madden simulation predictions.
So exciting.
Here's the stats. Okay, we can talk it down. When it's done, the Madden prediction game came out 30-27 in favor of the Rams.
See? Woo!
We're not going to dwell on these because we know it's a video game, but here's the stats. Brady had 287 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
That 1 interception is interesting.
I can't wait to see that.
Yes.
James White, 45 rushing yards, 55 receiving, and 1 touchdown.
Not dominant on the ground.
Yeah, on the other end, Devin McCourty, 3 tackles, 1 pass reflected, 1 interception.
There's that interception.
Yep, like that. Aaron Donald, who I can't wait to see in this game, 6 tackles, 4 sacks, and 7 QB hits. Okay.
Could you imagine?
Let's see that actually happen. That's
4
amazing. 4
sacks, I would die. Also, I'm going to go put a note here. I think it's going to be, there's a lot of focus on Aaron Donald, but I think Ndamukong Suh is going to make kind of more of a disruption.
As my quarterback, Cam Newton, used to say, Donkey Kong Suh. On the other end, the other slinger, Jared Goff, topping Brady with 303 passing yards.
I can see that.
And matching him with 2 touchdowns and 1 reception.
I can see the interception, too.
Yep. Robert Woods, 8 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown.
That's dominant.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And I think then C.J. Anderson had 18 carries,
you're right.
64 rushing yards. Looks like that. Even Madden is saying they're going to air it out.
Yeah, even Madden is saying that. So, high offense. We knew we were getting that anyways.
Yeah. Now, you had honestly, a good caveat about Madden games, that the penalties.
Yeah. That's true.
They're not they're not close to real life.
They are not close to real life. Real life penalties are much weirder than Madden games. And
yes.
We all know that, but it's a true statement that we need to say before every Super Bowl, because honestly, before every playoff season, because weird penalties happen every week in every game, and that's never been more apparent than in the past 2 weeks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get prepared for weirdness.
Here we go. Let's be honest, we all wanted Rams Chiefs. Here we are, Rams Pats.
Woof.
We're fighting greatness every year. It's like America versus the GOAT. In 50 years, we will all embrace him and talk about how much we enjoyed watching him to our kids. But for right now, he is the enemy. You won't, because you're a Steelers fan. Yeah. The rest of us are just innocent bystanders that get thrown by the way as Brady and Belichick.
One day we'll be sitting here talking about the dominance of the Jets or the Dolphins or the Bills.
Wow. What a dream you have.
Dream of that day.
So we have another topic to talk about.
Yeah. You saw this on Reddit.
Pretty revolutionary. I saw this morning as I woke up at 6 a.m.
I love it.
And I didn't check my phone again for another 12 hours.
Yes.
And at 6 p.m. I checked my phone and it was still a top topic.
Fire.
What if the Super Bowl was on Saturday night?
I love
something that I've not really thought about, but what if it was on Saturday night?
Well, you got to think like big boxing fights and big UFC fights are Saturday nights.
Very true.
And they start late, and the Super Bowl would start earlier than that, maybe 6 o'clock.
Sure. Well, when we talk about big boxing matches, obviously the entire fight night is several hours, but the big match is only an hour and a half at most.
Right.
We're talking 4-hour bouts with the Super Bowl. Add in your halftime and all your commercial breaks. But still, Saturday night being over on Sunday
I love
versus Monday. Wow. And we're doing the office bathrooms a gigantic service.
Absolutely. Or like people probably just don't show up on Monday, let's be honest. But like here in Central Time, we're lucky. We get started at 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Very true. Can you imagine being Eastern for this?
No, I could never move back to Eastern Time. It's so terrible.
Yeah.
So props out to all you Eastern people out there.
Very true.
You're the real heroes.
Nobody wants to finish their Super Bowl night super late before.
So anyway, we'll start a petition now, and we'll go down to the draft, which is conveniently happening here in Nashville, and we'll just get all the signatures to move it to Saturday night. I'll put a bug in Roger's ear.
Be true. Yeah.
Speaking of Saturday night football, everyone's getting excited about the American Alliance of Football. I know I am.
Here we are, AAF.
Because I could care less about the Patriots and the Rams, so I'm moving on to my next season.
We got 8 teams.
Yes, we figured if you haven't paid attention and you don't know what's coming up and how it's working, here are the AAF teams, all 8 of them.
You want me to do it? You're going to do it.
Give them to him, Tacey.
Here we are. We got the Arizona Hot Shots.
Weird.
The Atlanta Legends.
Weirder.
The Birmingham Iron.
That's
sense. Right. It is an element off the periodic table of elements.
FE, if you will.
The Memphis Express. They will get your packages delivered in time, I promise.
They will.
The Orlando Apollos.
Don't get it.
Sounds like they're smoking weed every day. The Salt Lake Stallions.
Don't like it.
At least they know their territory of the country. The San Antonio Commanders.
And I get it.
The
Alamo.
Sure. The San Diego Fleet.
The only way I get that is that people the Chargers fleed them and left them in the dust.
Fleed instead of fleet. I get it.
Yeah.
That's great.
I don't understand fleet though. That's weird.
It's a naval term.
Okay, you're right. That makes more sense.
it's your naval term for army, pretty much.
That totally makes sense because they have a
fleet
big
of ships.
Yeah, they have a big Navy area in San Diego.
They do. Yeah, I'll let that one slide. San Antonio Commanders. I guess there's something historical that I don't know there. I'm not going to try to comment on that.
Was the Alamo near San Antonio? Right? Maybe.
Yes, the Alamo is in San Antonio.
So
I
maybe
actually went there as a child.
Commanders.
Salt Lake Stallions, I get that. Orlando Apollos.
That's out of nowhere. I don't get
it. Here's what I want to have qualms with. The Atlanta Legends.
Yeah, what kind of name is that?
And the Arizona Hot Shots.
Yeah.
I know Arizona's hot, but like, guys, come up with some better terms.
Hot Shots. Also, the Atlanta Legends is getting under my skin because I'm going to be a Memphis Express, and I feel like we'll probably be in the same division.
Sure, yeah, we're going to root against Atlanta.
What kind of name, what are you putting out there with that name? I don't like it. It's very confident.
I don't see like normally when you're naming a team, there's some sort of historical significance to what you're naming your team.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm ignorant to Arizona and Atlanta history, but come on, guys.
I know.
Hot Shots and Legends.
Don't we just feel
it just sounds like you're putting sunglasses on yourself before you know who you are.
You are a meme, Arizona and Atlanta.
Here we are.
But yes, I talked about Saturday. The game starts Saturday night, the 9th, after the Super Bowl next weekend, and then there are games on Sunday. So to watch it, I know a game is going to be on CBS, and they're going to be streaming on the NAP, and they've got a TV deal with TNT and NFL Network, but it hasn't all really been clearly put out there, so not so sure. Just search around the entire internet to figure out how to watch it.
Make no doubt, this league is going to grow, especially as the XFL comes back.
Exactly.
This league is definitely going to grow in popularity, and fans are going to be looking towards it as they're looking for football content in the off season. Because honestly, if you don't love baseball or basketball,
that's me.
You've really got nothing. Yeah, that's you. I love baseball and basketball, so I'm fine. But for you, you've got nothing until Hard Knocks comes back and All or Nothing comes back.
That's right. I have to be depressed and figure out what
Midsummer,
do I do with Sundays, you know?
Exactly. So make no mistake, this league is going to grow.
Yeah.
It will.
No thanks.
So let's talk about some of the rules.
Yeah. I really like this. This is pioneering. This is tip of the spear, you know?
Tip of the spear. These are things that the NFL dreams of.
Yes. and will probably put in their game in like 2 to 3 years.
Agreed.
Key rules that we need to know about. Ebersol, who is the CEO, he's the son of the guy of Dick Ebersol, who worked the TV deal with XFL.
That's right.
They've introduced a handful of interesting key differences that separate them from the NFL. The play clock. The AAF's play clock will be 35 seconds. That's 5 seconds shorter than the NFL play clock.
Love it. Make it 30 seconds.
I love it. I'm okay
How much
with
time do we spend just working out the play clock?
A lot.
I'm not saying that we don't wait until it hits 1, until it hits 0 all the time, but normally when we do that, there's 5 seconds to spare in there that we don't have to wait for that.
Yep.
Yep, totally fine with that. Totally fine with that.
Into it.
Okay, another new rule, timeouts and challenges. There are no television timeouts during games in an ongoing effort to have fewer commercials to reduce overall game time to roughly about 2.5 hours.
Also, because they probably
around 3 hours.
They probably can't get commercials right now.
That's true. Yeah, we are talking about the AAF. That's true. Additionally, replays will be limited to just 2 coaches' challenges for each team.
Oh, wow.
I'm totally fine with pulling down the timeouts. The 2 challenges, I think that's okay, but I would be very open to changing that if it becomes an issue in the later parts of the game when challenges are very, very strategic in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I love the win one, get one that we've got right now. And you can get 3, for sure. So I like it. For kickoffs now, this is new. I like it. Sort of. I don't know how I feel about the initial kickoff of a game. There are no kickoffs. You just start on your own 25-yard line, which, let's be honest, that's where it ends up. You either get a touchback or what I see from the Steelers, at least, that there's usually a holding penalty or a block in the back. So we're starting at our own 25-yard line already. It will get us better position than what we would have had anyway.
I would agree that the 25-yard line is probably the average ending spot for that. So it makes total sense to me.
Maybe even above average.
Totally. Another thing that they have changed is there's no extra point attempts after touchdowns. Just 2-point conversions. Totally a fan of that. That's great.
Yeah, put it in the hands of a quarterback. We don't care about these kickers.
Yeah. I'm sorry, kickers, but we want to see the gunslingers. We really do.
Yes. Also on the kicker front, there are no onside kicks, and I love it. You can try a 4th and 12 from your own 28-yard line.
Yep. Very true.
Again, put it in the hands of the quarterback. Not the kicker and special teams.
Give it to your slinger.
Yep.
A couple more new rules. Overtimes to help keep games within 2.5-hour time slots, which we talked about, instead of the 3-hour, which it is normally on an average.
Yep.
There's going to be 1 overtime session instead of multiples. Each team starts with an offensive possession from the 10-yard line. 2 points conversions are required, and games can end in a tie after that overtime period. Yep, that's a big qualm that I do have with this. Mostly I'm in favor with these, but ending in a tie, not a huge fan of. We're not soccer, you know?
Come on, this is America. Nobody ties.
Yep, that's where
There's no tying in football? That's my best.
There's no tying in
Tom
football,
Hanks.
but apparently there is in the AAF.
Lastly, I found this very interesting, and I like it. Every player from the starting quarterback to the backup safety is on this is a non-guaranteed 3-year, $250,000 deal. So players can earn bonuses in a variety of ways, including performances and through fan engagement. I don't know how that works, but
interested in that bonuses.
Yeah. Performance-based bonuses are handed out via coins to entire sides of the ball, offense and or defense, instead of an individual player. I like it. Celebrate the team.
It almost sounds like these are like in-game bonuses they can make.
Yeah, interesting. Hey, like you guys get $5,000 for winning or something, because I think the XFL did that. So.
I don't entirely understand those contracts, but it sounds very interesting, and I think I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, yet vague.
Anything that shakes it up, yeah.
Yeah. I think that looks like it's it for the week. Where can they find us? Oh, you've got something.
Actually, we should talk about the Super Bowl.
Laces or Faces is a podcast brought to you by the Internet and Anchor.fm. Leave a review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to this podcast.
You can find Laces or Faces on the internet at Twitter @Laces or Faces, on Instagram @Laces or Faces, or Facebook.com/Laces or Faces. Goodbye.